Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The other day I was baking this bread and the worst happened. You know, a baker's nightmare. The electricity went off, and at this point I didn't know what time it was coming. I started panicking. Stay tuned to know what I did. So the recipe calls for 1 cup water, 1 teaspoon yeast, 2 tablespoons sugar. Start to combine and let this rest for a while if you're using dry yeast. Then 1 egg, the egg is optional. Then 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I had forgotten to add some salt to the flour. I remembered and added it immediately. Then add your flour bit by bit and start to combine until you get a stiff dough. Once your dough has come together, you can switch to using your hands. If you have a stand mixer, the better for you. Then add 2 tablespoons of ghee or melted butter, unsalted butter, or just vegetable oil, and knead your dough for at least 5 minutes until your dough is elastic, does not break when you stretch it. This is how you taste your dough is ready. Then once your dough is ready, transfer it to your lightly oiled bowl and cover and let this rest for 1 hour or until it doubles in size. Then punch out the air from the dough. Then you're going to transfer this to a lightly flat surface. Divide your dough into 2 balls, then roll the ball as shown, one at a time. Make sure to fold your dough firmly so that it does not form air bubbles when baking. Then lightly tap it and stretch it to form a baguette shape of bread, just as shown. Then transfer your dough to a lightly oiled baking tray, or you can just use parchment paper if you have it. Then you're going to let this rest for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or until it doubles in size. Then once your dough doubles in size, you're going to bake it at 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. And this was before the worst happened. I just put my dough into the oven for 10 minutes, then the lights went off. It actually just had started browning just a bit. So at this point, I was wondering what to do. That's how my dough was looking, and I just opted to leave it in the oven because, guys, I googled and looked around for what I could do. I didn't know what to do. The power actually came back the following day, so I just left the dough in the oven. The following day, the dough was a bit dense and dry, so I opted to put a baking tin with some hot boiling water below the baking tray and baked the bread as normally. And the bread turned out well. As you can see, it is perfectly browned, except for some few imperfections here and there, like it was hard but still manageable and a bit on the dense side, but the taste was still okay and good. To make it a bit more soft, I transferred it to my baking tin covered with a cling film so that to create some more room for moisture and soften up the bread. If you do not have a cling film, you can use a plastic wrap. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two for the next time this happens to you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe so that you don't miss this other video. Goodbye.